Hello friends, welcome back to another episode of Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. We just reached the first hub of Act 1 and we are about to explore it.
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
We'll probably pick up several new quests, side quests.
And I mean it. He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he doesn't know shit. All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just because they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap.
Why do you say that?
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osprey to get it pulled out.
So, sounds reasonable.
Sounds like horse crap. My grandma was smarter than your lot, and she couldn't even read. She knew how to make a proper potion for toothache. If I were any good at mixing that stuff, I wouldn't need to deal with quacks like Heber. I even gave him my grandma's recipe, but he said it was no good.
Why not?
Don't know. Probably just didn't like that an old woman from a backwater village was a better healer than him.
Why doesn't the medic want to make it?
He says it's no good. Says that if I don't get the tooth pulled out, it'll keep hurting. I told him that's why I need the remedy, to make it stop hurting. But it's like talking to a brick wall.
If you just removed the tooth, you wouldn't need a potion.
Oh yeah? And then what? Another and then another? Give it a few years and I'd be left with no teeth at all. Ah, leave me alone.
Alright, apparently we can no longer speak with Keeper Lanzo. Alright. This is our stash. Okay, this is Björga's house. John's quarters. Oh, John Heber. Oh, so this is the doctor that the keeper complained about.
Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy.
The recipe you were just whispering to yourself?
Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it.
Try it on yourself?
Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patients something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself.
Isn't that dangerous?
The pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world.
Graham the Mad, don't you see the irony?
What irony?
All the refugees share a dream. Do you know why that could have happened?
What do you think? Do I look like a mystic to you? A shaman? A village witch? I don't think so. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more to worry about. If you're looking for answers about things like this, you should consult the literature on the subject. Though, I can't say I'd recommend it.
So you're not a fan of local remedies?
I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective. Yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the south.
So why do you even study this stuff?
Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though.
You look like you're in dire need of sleep.
I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group.
Care to share the recipe?
Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups.
Why wouldn't you want the leadership to know?
There are side effects. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose, or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky.
What exactly are you doing here?
Healing diseases, sometimes cutting people open. Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world? My friends back in Camelot would laugh their brains out.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do?
I'm trying to get in the quartermaster's good books.
Aha, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans.
No, I'm up for the work if it pays
Oh,
well.
now you're speaking the language of Timberwall. It does pay, but we haven't settled on a shared definition of well, have we? I guess we can see about it after the job's done. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods.
I'll need more details.
Back at the academy, I found an ancient scroll written by the Druids. Forbidden knowledge, especially now, after the mob forced them all into a wicker man and burned every last one of them to ash. I finally deciphered it a little while ago. It describes a ritual that needs to be performed at night within a stone circle. And guess what? There's one in the nearby forest. I guess you already know what I need you to do, hmm?
What's the purpose of this ritual?
That is an excellent question. But I don't know. From what I've been able to decipher, it's a summoning spell to bring something or someone to our world. That being will share its great knowledge with the one brave enough to summon it. I need you to remember what it says and repeat it to me after you're back, word for word.
Why can't you go yourself?
Isn't it obvious? I'm the only medic they have here at the Horns. I'd like to see Fergus's face if he hears about me going out there.
A mob burned all the druids in a wicker man?
And here I am, thinking that everyone's already heard about the Charred Conclave. Well, it wasn't the proudest moment in our history, that's for sure. You truly don't know. At some point, the villages all around the island decided that the Druids were responsible for the Red Death, and all other ailments of our times. They rounded them all up in a massive wicker man north of the Forlorn Swords, and burned them all to ashes. Hundreds of years of knowledge gone within the blink of an eye. But, well, that's what's bound to happen when you stop paying for people's education and invest in keeping the elites fed instead.
Alright, let's do it. Isn't your fascination with druids illegal?
In Camelot, maybe, but this far south, nobody cares. I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me.
Let's see what you have for sale. 500. Strong health potion and strong mana potion. Through the blacksmith's eye, weakening blades. Alright, this is... I can afford this. Can also afford this. No, I can't. After the conclave, druidic alchemy, health potion and mana potion. I already have this spell. Flicker bolt. Shoots a larger lightning shock, jumping between up to 4 enemies. Hailstone shoots a small chilling projectile. $400, $800. So I need 800 to buy these 2 spells. Alright. Alright, we have a new side quest. The Lances and Eye of the Sage. Heber has some notes on old forgotten druidic ritual. He's curious what it might lead to. I need to perform a druidic ritual at an ancient worship site. Alright. Okay, so I know how to make small health and mana potions. And I also know how to make strong health potions. Alright. Oh. Small health potion +2. Alright, I think that's enough. Alright. Let's set outside. Okay, we can sleep here, I think. Is there anything here? No. Nope. Oh. All right. Okay, this is the blacksmith, I think.
Oi, friend. A question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
Not really. Do you have any word for me? You don't get many visitors?
Oh, not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
Funny. I have this pin.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you.
You recognize it?
Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
You mentioned you're on lockdown?
Yeah. After we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain decided that nobody leaves the horns. Then, he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Fergus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Half of the people here are losing their minds, and the rest are losing their wages on drink.
You said there's a shit show going down everywhere? What do you mean?
Sometimes I wonder, you know, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. It took a lot of our territory. Then, the Dalrita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
The witness started spreading near Grubwood?
Yes. That damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy. They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
I just arrived here. Tell me more about those bandits.
Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villages started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or rage, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now, too.
The Dalriata took over the Old Mother's temple?
That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the forlorn swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
Anything positive going around here?
I heard that Dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
Do you have any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle.
Yep.
Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Sure, teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemist. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you could bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Okay, let's see. Corpse eater armor. I need to craft corpse eater's rags, corpse eater's cap. Yep. Oh, I need more iron ore, some leather. Okay, got it. Okay. I wonder if I can dismantle. No, I can only upgrade. Yep. All right. Superior bow. Alright. We now have 500 gold. Keeper Temur.
Oh, a new face. It's always nice to see someone new here. Welcome, welcome. Why didn't I notice you earlier?
You seem distracted.
Yes, my apologies. Ever since breakfast today, I've been sort of lost in thought. I keep thinking of my dear mother's cooking, especially her famous pie. You see, all we got here is venison and fish. Venison, then fish. And then fish, fish, and more fish. I can live with all the bullshit that's thrown at us soldiers. But the longer I live, the more I realize there's not much to live for, except food. And I'd kill for a slice of that pie.
Couldn't you just make it yourself?
As if it were that easy. I ain't much of a cook. And Rorik, the one we have here, well, he says we're soldiers, so we can stick our complaints up our asses.
I could try if I can remember the recipe.
Really? Sure, I remember well. Here you go.
Mom's finest pie? Okay, so I need 1 flower, 1 blueberry. Alright. Good to know. This is the garrison. Bounty. Oh, we have 4 bounties. Bounty, the head of Senon the Giant. Alright. The head of Silent Celia. The head of Fingerless Cold. And the head of Rusty Adgal.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables, I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous.
Already did.
Please, state your business.
You're a representative of Camelot?
That's correct. My name is Killian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the hordes of the south are handling the bandits' problem, and also to encourage the keepers to fight.
If Camelot knows about the bandits, why didn't they send the army?
The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did with the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin.
Tell me about the situation with the tribes.
There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small skirmishes. But who knows how it'll end.
What happened with the druids?
Well, you've probably heard about the druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it.
They were killed because they were making human sacrifices?
Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now.
Were all the druids killed?
Most of them. The survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him?
Sure.
His name was Slaudyarg. He was lurking near Blood Lake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarred since that day. Some say that Slaudyarg came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons.
Also, this Slaudyarg is the necromancer. A civil
I
war?
don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgane would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
Have many people been claiming the bounties?
None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces.
Oh.
Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers.
What if nobody claims bounties and the bandits roam
Well,
freely?
Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head, and he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison, or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done.
Sir Galahad sounds like a dangerous madman.
No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient.
That fact about hanging was quite interesting. Do you have any other tidbits like that?
Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments?
Interesting. Anything else?
If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin.
Really? Do you have anything else?
I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land.
Thank you, that's all.
Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Okay. Bunch of quests.
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them.
You seem angry.
Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me.
Yay. Am I? I might, but not for free.
Straight to the point, huh? Don't worry, I'll pay you. And who knows, you might even get a discount on my wares.
What do you need?
I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already.
I'm afraid I don't have access to the captain.
Right. What was I thinking? You wouldn't. You're new here, right? Shit. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything.
Who are you?
Name's Orla. I'm a merchant. Or I try to be, when my business isn't being held hostage by a bunch of idiots who seem to be terrified of women. What was I thinking when I decided to leave Timberwall? Should have stayed there.
You must have some stories from your time on the road.
Oh, love, plenty. And almost none of them happy. I'll never forget the first time we stumbled upon a place after a cloud of the weirdness oozed through. It was a small settlement, just a few houses. There was this odd, bitter taste in the air. The place was completely abandoned. Or so we thought, until we started finding them, one by one. A man who tried to chop off his legs after they started sprouting antlers. Another one who gouged his eyes out, so he wouldn't have to look at his child melting into the floor. A woman in the farthest corner of the settlement managed to stab herself in the heart before it got to her. I almost dropped it all and ran back to Timberwall that day. I'm still not sure why I didn't. I guess giving up just isn't in my nature.
Tell me about Timberwall.
You've never been to the merchant capital? Well, you didn't miss much. Yes, it's rich and extravagant, but only if you're rich and extravagant, too. Other than that, it's a place like any other. The same pain and misery hiding behind gilded walls. It's not as exciting as people think. Or, well, maybe it is if you like living with a bunch of backstabbing crooks. Yeah, now I remember what I was thinking when I left that place.
Are you on your way back home?
I have no home in Timberwall. Well, we have an estate, but it hasn't felt like home for a long time. I feel like every time I go back, I recognize it less and less. The people are getting greedier and more desperate by the day. Business is slow, I'm not gonna lie. With the weirdness creeping in from the north and bandits everywhere, trade's just not as profitable as it used to be. But, I don't know. Being a merchant from Timberwall used to mean craftiness, taking risks, looking for opportunities. Now, they only care about keeping their heads down and preserving their fortunes.
I sense there's a story behind these backstabbing crooks.
Not really. It's more of a requirement if you ever want to be successful in Timberwall. My family is full of them.
Maybe there's something else I could help you with?
You do realize you won't score any points with the Keepers by helping me, right? Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rulebook.
I don't care as long as I'm getting paid.
All right. A woman named Ness has my cargo and I need it back. I don't know where she is, but starting the search near the Arkspire seems like a good idea. And yes, you'll get paid. Just bring me the wares.
Great. What's this? Oh, tool, spyglass. Allows scouting. Can view distant objects. For 8 gold, sure, why not? And what's this? A sketchbook. Another 8 gold. Can draw what you see. You can use the sketchbook whenever you want to draw what you see. Alright. I'm also getting the spyglass. Oh, nice. What else? Already have a pickaxe. I think that's it. The Silk Road. Oh, nice. I probably can create the armor for that quest.
Let me guess. Camelot, no? Timberwall, also no? So you're not from the north? Ah, of course. You must be from Connacht. I should have guessed right away. So, who's in charge there now?
I'm not from Connacht, nor from Timberwall, nor from Camelot. I'm from nowhere.
Nowhere? Never heard about it. Must be a shithole like no other. And I think I won't learn much about politics from you. You know,
No.
people are talking about rising unrest in the north, and a secret coalition preparing a coup at the highest levels of power. And that whole plague thing is just a tool to reach their final goal. The Red Priests are also trying to get something out of it. And to be honest, it's not gone too bad for them. The Druids are out of the picture already.
Secret coalition? A coup?
Well, sure. They want to establish a new order on our island. And it's not clear who's involved in the whole mess. Maybe our captain is even involved. Hell knows. They have their people everywhere. Damn it, you could be one of them too. Although when I look at you, I don't think so. You have such a stupid face. With all due respect, of course.
With all due respect, yeah. And how would I recognize someone from a secret coalition?
That's the case. Those sons of bitches are good at hiding. They kinda blend in and live among us. It's hard to tell if it's hideous magic or some other tricks.
Are you suggesting that someone intentionally caused the plague?
Wait a minute. I'm not suggesting anything here. I'm just thinking out loud. It doesn't make sense that the plague appeared just like that. Out of bloody nowhere? Hell no. It's a high-stakes game.
So what's at stake?
Power over us, of course. Over our bodies and souls. Over Avalon. Over the whole damn course of history.
You know, you don't look all that smart either.
You see? It takes one to know one. And that means we're just pawns. Folks like us won't change anything. But we have to talk out loud. It suits them when everyone keeps their mouth shut. You know, I've been thinking lately. What if King Arthur is just a stupid fairy tale? What if the nobles and others involved in the whole conspiracy just made him up? And us peasants eventually just started to believe in it. You know, one story for everyone. They drilled it into our heads, and drilled until it finally stuck. And then they built statues, wrote books, and everything else.
That's bullshit, you know. You might be right.
You finally get it. It's just a pity that there are so
It's
few
too
like
funny.
us. Well, we just have to
Not
keep
to
going. Eh?
choose
And while we're at it, I have to get back to work. I'm on
that
duty.
option. Abandoned house. Okay, so I can rest here. Okay, there's nothing else here.
What a nice day.
All right, I can make the corpse eater's rags. And I can make the corpse eater's cap. Don't think I managed to do the broken item. All right.
looking for trouble. You all right, newbie? Have you been to see the refugees? I can't believe poor Cole was put in a cage.
Oh yeah. Yes, I know this. It's
I
complicated.
don't see how it's all that complicated. An innocent man was sentenced to death just because he wanted to protect himself and his wife. And Mahon's wound isn't even that deep. It's just one man's word against another. And Cole, an outsider, dependent on the mercy of our superiors. Oh, he didn't stand a chance of winning this. The refugees don't trust us, and it's no wonder. It shouldn't be like this. Frankly, I think Mahon brought it on himself. They shouldn't have put that poor man in a cage. Wait, if you meet Patrice again, please give her those flowers.
A carnation to remember, okay.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aymer's voice. Beautiful. Makes one eager to start work.
I'm almost certain you meant Piergus.
Huh? Ah, yes, of course. So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship?
Steward Orla, I'm sure she doesn't hold that position
Orla?
here.
I'm sure I'm not mistaken. Anyway, about that favor I asked of you.
Sure, what do you need?
You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Say you understand.
I understand.
Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Ron's, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
Sure, I'll do it.
Splendid. When you have the documents, meet me at the third crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
Okay.
Stay out of my way. Trying to start something.
All right.
You think I don't see ya?
Barracks. I think we can sleep here. Yep. Well rested, okay. I'm gonna leave all the wood in the stash. Okay. Okay, there's someone here. Brother Regan.
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul.
Thank you. You are already been blessed with tongues, pincers,
What
fire.
do you mean, my child?
You're a red priest. I think you have a pretty good idea what I
I'm
mean.
afraid you are attributing too many characteristics to me based solely on the clothes I wear. The horns of the south are my home. My mission is to spread the word. The word is good. I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your blasphemous words without proof.
Believe what you want. My scars speak for themselves.
So it's your word against the word. Let's leave it at that.
What do you think of the
It's a
weirdness?
sickness, a corruption, but also a mystery. Many of my brothers would call it a curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder, did Kai not teach us that all things have a purpose? That even suffering carries wisdom? The weirdness twists and warps, yes. It consumes and it takes. But it also gives. Life grows in its wake. Strange and terrible, but life all the same. If we are to fight it, we must first understand it. And that is what frightens the church most of all. Understanding.
Are the horns prepared to fight a
As
witness?
prepared as any men can be against something they barely understand. The swords and fire will hold back beasts. But what of the creeping rot that twists flesh and mind alike? But there is one thing. The Excalibur they keep here. It has not been wielded in an age, yet the weird does not creep near it.
How come?
Even as it rests upon its pedestal, the air around it remains untouched. The tendrils of corruption that strangle stone and steel refuse to claim it. The keepers may not see it for what it is, but I do. There is power in that blade. Something ancient, something beyond the church's teachings. And if it truly holds back the weirdness, then perhaps it was never meant for men alone.
So you feel safe here?
Safe? No. But safer than most, I suppose. But tell me, what is safety, truly? A stronghold? A weapon? A prayer? I've seen men with all three fall just the same. So no, I do not feel safe. But I do feel watched. And sometimes that is enough. Certainly. Kai's blessings know no bounds. But sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
Oh, I'm gonna need Master Brain. I'm gonna buy the blood transfusion. Mother's Embrace. Slowly heals you over time. This costs 2,000 gold. That's a lot. And it requires 7 spirituality.
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
Okay. Your money, get up, soldier, the enemy is coming.
Whoa, what's happening? In the name of the old mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you. Wait, I haven't seen you before.
No, more like I could have stabbed you, and I didn't.
All right, true. Why didn't you, eh? You could have killed me. So you're not one of them bandits, then? Who are you, huh?
Here, I have this pin. I was told I'd find a safe haven here in the hordes.
This pin. I can't say I see it very clearly at this present moment, but it does look important. Very official. But I remember Fergus said something about all this, these emblems once. Oh, yes, I remember now. I welcome thee, ye royal person, on behalf of the keepers. You are a great friend to our home. Welcome. Please, speak with Fergus. He's our quartermaster. He runs things around here in the captain's absence. He'll greet thee properly. Have a pleasant rest of the day. Open it up, boys!
The guy just went back to sleep. If you know Odran's a drunk, why do you keep stationing him at the front gate?
He's not our first line of defense. The archers are. Every man here needs to have a job. And no offense to Odran, but let's just say we can afford to lose him.
Having a drug guard at the front gate is not a very good look.
I'm sure the hordes of visitors clamoring at our gates can survive the insult.
True. I talked to Orlaith. Why can't she leave this place?
Between her and the captain, were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men.
Alright. I think we... These are the bounties. Oh, we're gonna need wood to repair the deck. I think we have enough. More than enough. 35 pieces should be more than enough.
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Why not? Don't tell me you're afraid of ghosts. Just don't annoy them and you'll be fine.
Okay. Okay, so this is one of the bounties that we picked up. Create. This is the village. Can repair the deck. We have 4 quests that we can finish here. I am not sure where the cemetery is. Maybe it's here. Nope. Oh, this is the guy Fergus said we should talk to. Mark, yes.
Oh, a new face. I haven't seen you before.
You're Mark?
It depends on who's asking and why. No, I'm kidding. I don't meet many outsiders these days. I'm Marg, a hunter in the service of the Hordes of the South.
The quartermaster told me that you have a problem with the undead.
I don't know what it is about this place, but even the dead hardly ever get any rest. Though I'll admit, it's getting worse lately. They keep emerging from the local cemetery in numbers greater than that small plot of land ever held. So I'm guessing we might have a necromancer on our hands. And here I thought after the Charred Conclave, we'd have more than 100 years of peace from them.
Do you often have problems with necromancy in these parts?
Only every century or so. But even that's too often if you ask me. Something seems to draw them here. Well, it's probably all that death. The South has always been restless. And after what happened with the sunken village, I guess death has seeped into the very soil of this land. Must be quite alluring for that lot.
Why can't you deal with it yourself?
Because I'm not stupid or suicidal. I can go up against a few undead, but their masters are a different story. I'm a simple hunter, while they have the power to raise the dead. Arrows are only good against magic if you're far away from the caster, which is impossible in the crypt. But if you decide not to help, I'll have no choice, will I? Or I could just wait for the necromancer to be destroyed by what they summoned. It happens sometimes, from what I've heard.
I'll find out what's happening.
Good. And try not to die. That undead swarm doesn't need any more recruits.
Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm self-sufficient enough not to have to ask for help. However, I suppose I could help you. I could share some things I found out during my hunts.
Okay, leather. Recipe for arrows. It costs 200 gold. More arrow recipes. Alright, let's see what you have here. Thank you. Thank you. These are good for alchemy. This for cooking. Alright. More wood. Nice. Alright, that's it. Oh. Unyielding sentinel. Armor relic. Okay. Cabbage rolls. Let's make 2 cabbage rolls. Hunter stew. Alright. Mashed potatoes. More cabbage rolls, and that's it. Okay, there's something here, I think. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Nope. Come on. Alright. I'm going to have to take a detour. Alright, what do we have here? A hammer. Let me see if we can sell it. Because I don't need... I won't be using this and it's quite heavy. And it only costs 3 gold, so... Alright. Let's track this one. Okay. Okay, so this guy is immune. Okay, then let's switch to Burning Ember. Ooh, there are so many. Oops. Alright, you're dead. Nice, you're dead too. Alright. Culinary Madness with Rumpel Part 3. A new recipe? Nice. Alright, I think this is a good spot to end this episode. We will finish this dungeon in the next episode. Thank you everyone for watching and see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.